ASMR keyboard erotica.
It kind of is. You listen to it to like a 2-hour-long typing test. Yeah. Sounds so good.
You want to know my ranking? Bet you do. Right. Do you know how many words I could type a minute?
Maybe I do. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your timing there?
Ooh, what kind of lube do you use?
You're doing that 𝓚𝓪𝓽𝓼, aren't you, man? You're telling me you're doing 𝓚𝓪𝓽. Come on now. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing 𝓚𝓚𝓻𝓵𝓭. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs, and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm gonna blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm gonna talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm gonna lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm 𝓚𝓸𝓷𝓴𝓂. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Never Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're gonna get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm gonna wax the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me!
And now, live from Rule 34 Studio, I bring you a girl that seems to attract the most divergent personalities. Here she is, your host, the one, the only, Kinky Katie.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the show. This is Kinky Katie's World, number 457. I'm your host, the extremely exhausted, very tired Kinky Katie. And with me, as always, is the one and only Mr. My favorite flesh-covered fuck toy. Can't forget that. Mr. SC.
Huh?
Hi.
What?
How are you?
Sure.
Are you still going over like your typing test words in your head?
No, negative. I was doing no speed racing there.
No speed racing?
No. Just, generic typing. Right.
We are coming to you live from Rule 34 Studio, KinkyKatieRadio.com and RadioChaos.net. I am fresh from Tampa Bay Screams. We will get to that. There are some things that I need to be talked about. I suppose, not suppose, but I want to.
Right.
Yeah. It's just absolutely, it's 𝓚𝓸𝓻𝓵𝓭 stuff. I did have someone message me. They said, I wanted you to know. This is a little fun fact. Periods are technically egg drop soup. I was like, all right.
Well, technically it's like a Manhattan-style egg drop soup, really.
Manhattan style.
Right.
Or like a chunky tomato bisque.
Right. With the 𝓚𝓚𝓼 instead of just regular,
Oh. I don't know how people like 𝓚𝓚𝓼. But, I mean, whatever. I like some pretty weird food combinations.
If you don't know what 𝓚𝓚𝓼 is, neither do we. It's just a substance.
It's clam juice. It's clam and tomato juice.
No, I know, but really, is it really clam juice? I don't know. It's just a funky tasting tomato juice.
Well, they sell bottles of clam juice, so you can make your own and get some like V8 and some clam juice and be like, ta-da.
And anyway, here in the wonderful world of Florida, things like clam and tomato juice they're probably normal everywhere else too. I just don't know. I'm not going to assume you people out there do some weird shit like drink clam juice and tomato.
What do you mean, you people?
You people.
There was a man who sued his neighbor that he paid his neighbor to get his wife pregnant.
Okay. Little knocky-uppy,
But quote unquote failed after 72 attempts. So he sued his neighbor for the money.
Okay. Well, I tried. What do you want? What do you want me to do?
Seriously. It's
your wife's infertile. She had a hysterectomy a few years ago. I don't know what you were thinking was going to happen here. I don't really understand at all. That's a weird kind of situation anyway.
Yeah.
You could just pay for sperm. You don't necessarily have to,
Well, maybe they just wanted to do it the 𝓚𝓚𝓻𝓵𝓚.
It makes you wonder what the real story is. Because that's not the real story.
It can't be.
There was, who knows? I mean, obviously, I was just paying you to bang my wife because that's what you were doing.
You're just a cuck.
That's okay. That's fine. You're a pay cuck.
Yeah, sure.
Same thing.
Uh-huh.
Same thing.
So, Tampa Bay Screams. I just got back. Today was the second day, and
The horror convention.
I am fucking exhausted. Also, found out the first night that Taylor Swift was playing like right down the street Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. And there were a lot of Swifties at the hotel where the convention was. It was a very weird mix because you have the horror people, and a lot of us were dressed up like horror.
You have to make sure you enunciate the or.
Or.
You know, because then it just sounds like you're saying horror movies. And you go, wait a minute. They're not, I mean, okay, there are whores in it.
Hi, I'm one of them.
Meaning the characters in the movies there's a lot of prostitutes going on in the characters in the horror movies. You know, but it is horror movies. Horror.
Anyway, I want to say thank you to Sean Donahue for having it and for having me there. And thank you to Chris James Woods for having me at the table. I thought I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really did.
Okay.
Met a lot of cool people. People that I feel bad that I totally had no idea who they were.
Yeah, you know, it happens when you meet somebody like once, you know, for like an hour.
Yeah.
And, you know, they all kind of blend in. Everybody blends together a little bit there in the horror scene.
So I did feel bad about that. I might be doing another movie soon.
Okay.
For the Jules and Bob show.
Jules and Bob. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
It's like a variety comedy show.
Right.
That they're going to be putting on YouTube.
Are you sure there's not like a lot of other words that go along with that title that have nothing to do with anything?
What do you mean?
I don't know. A lot of the movies you're in just have like 5 titles, I noticed. Not really 5 titles, but
it's just like super duper long.
A run-on sentence of a title. I mean, that's the name of the movie.
Escort Service Part 3, Taste Me. Or it's like...
That kind of makes sense. I mean, that at least kind of makes sense to me. It was
The Satan Lives, Rise of the 𝓚𝓸𝓻𝓵𝓿.
Right. That one always confused the dog shit out of me because I just wanted to call it Rise of the 𝓚𝓸𝓻𝓵𝓿. The Satan Lives part, it was like, what? You'd be like, Satan Lives. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even know 𝓚𝓚𝓻𝓵𝓿s. That's the fucking TLDR on that. Really.
I have to say, though,
I worked through that whole title to get to the meat of it.
I mean, I have to say that I did receive a very nice compliment that someone said that that they really, really enjoyed a scene that I did where I was kind of crying and stressed out in front of the camera. Anyway, they were like, "You're really, really good." And I was like, "Really good." And I was like, "Oh."
I really enjoyed your acting.
Right, because then like the next scene, I'm getting bukkakied, like, you know, with coconut.
It was coconut juice.
It was.
What?
Coconut.
There wasn't 100 guys there jerking off on you. That didn't happen.
Nah.
Hell.
It wasn't all into one bucket. Look at this cauldron of fun.
I just, I picture in my head walking up to the bucket, like trying to contribute to said bucket and just like going, oh God, just the amount, you know what I mean?
The volume of the fluid. And it's like, what are you going to do with the leftovers? I'm going to sink a My Little Pony.
Ooh, that's rough. It's rough. It's almost like you got to have those Japanese milking stations that we've talked about before. You just pull up, attach, put on something you want to watch.
Like a...
have it do its thing.
Have a collection sheath on the other side. So it just, all goes into one place. And you don't... But imagine
we have technology here. We can manage to just like vacuum that out to where I don't have to walk up to a giant bucket of jizz.
Bucket of jizz.
But here's the thing. I don't have to do that anyway. That's my point.
I got something to contribute.
What frame of mind do I have to be in to do? Like, I could be in a frame of mind where I might be okay with it, but then the thought of me being around a giant quantity of everybody's. Oh my God.
Everybody's man juice, ball drainage.
Oh, I mean, and that couldn't be collected like That's going to take some time. I don't care how many guys you have there. You could have a football stadium of horny dudes just waiting to drop load in said bucket. And it would take that many to actually fill up like any kind of a quantity.
Right, because not everybody's Peter North. If you don't know, Peter North is a famous porn star that like fucking throws ropes, like literal ropes.
I mean, what are you going to get? A couple ounces, maybe at most. I mean, and that would be a lot. So what are we talking about here? There's, how many people, you know what the math is on that? That's a lot of
Somebody figure that out.
and like I said, because if you're just, everybody's walking up and depositing into some sort of a container, barrel, whatever you're doing, bucket. Okay. That's not happening all at once. You're not waving a magic wand and it's just, bukkake! It doesn't happen that way, I don't think. All of those dudes got to work it up, get it into the bucket, and then it's just kind of sitting in the Florida heat fermenting. I don't know. Some people might think that's hot, I guess. Oh.
I wonder, does cum curdle?
I'm sure it does. It's a fucking animal product. You know what I mean? It's just like any other milking product that there is. I'm sure it does spoil for sure.
Well, spoil, yeah, but I'm talking like curdle, because I mean, yeah, it's living organisms.
Well, because
they're little tadpoles.
Typically,
become people.
Typically, we're not like engaged with fucking half gallons of it. You know what I mean? The few ounces they get on here and there get dried up relatively. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like we don't even really know because it kind of gets dispersed a little, like a quantity of it. Holy crap.
Anyway, okay, so explaining, we kind of touched on this a little bit in the pre-show during questions from you, but someone had asked, like, were you filming something today? I was, and I'll tell you what I was doing. We were at the end of the hallway because a couple people walked by too, and they're like, "Oh, there's nothing here." It's like, no shit, there's a wall right behind me. Like, there's nowhere to go. So you're coming just to check out what's going on. I was doing a part for a documentary that they're filming about
horror stuff.
Actually, it's this
more or than horror.
Right. It was about why shut up.
Right. What right? What anyway?
It was about why the movie Bigfoot Mob Boss is not ever gonna be finished.
Because you shot a part in it that a long time ago, a while ago at this point.
I did. That's where I did the fake commercial for Mr. Tickle's Dildo Emporium.
Right.
And then it was me and two other girls. We did lingerie jiggle B-roll and then like topless dancing and jumping around.
Right.
So where that footage is now, well, I don't know. So but the movie's not getting made, and it started to be made like 8 years ago.
Yeah. I've been a part of one of those before. A nice decade-long project.
6 Angels.
That's right.
That's right. That's a movie that has season. So now you've been in a couple movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Sure. I'm excited for myself, really.
We're both movie people.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know that my experiences doing that had anything to do with any, like, you know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, other than they actually had a cinema camera and with film.
Film.
You know, but other than that, it's just people your friends, like, hey, man, we dressed up the house like a big castle out of styrofoam, man, check it out.
Yeah.
And just like that. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly the kind of horror movies that I do.
No. I would say even the horror movies where Chris,
more cinematic.
The guys that you've done a lot of the movies with.
Yes.
They're like, well, what's his name? Went to film school. at some point. Somebody went to film school. Like, they're actually into, I mean, I don't
They
really
know what they're doing, and it's like
they've done a bunch of them, really, is what
Right.
it is. So they know how to get it shot, get it made, get it written, get it edited, and all of that.
oh yeah.
Where back in the 1900s, it was like I had no idea who was doing what. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's been much less seemingly organized, I think. I don't really know.
What are we doing today? Well, we're going to have a big pit with everybody naked and laying in it.
Right.
It's like, okay.
Okay. Are we doing that for fun, or
I know.
is that like,
Oh, are we taking acid today?
I mean, I'm okay. I'll totally do it, but you have acid, right? Right. Yeah, sure. This is not going to be a problem. Naked pit. Right. Sounds like fun. In the woods.
Get in the naked pit. Whee! Okay. It's like, where's the camera? What camera?
I mean, I thought you vowed to never do another movie.
I know.
again. Well,
I know.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're having fun doing stuff.
Well, I do, but we had a really good conversation. I told him why I wasn't really wanting to do the movies anymore, because I like make myself sick, like with anxiety and stress over these films. And I don't want to feel that way. And I have the worst time learning my lines.
But you don't.
But I do.
But you don't.
See, that's the problem. It's like I get, well, and also I'm old and I'm gaining weight and
Okay.
usually
Okay. Let's get to the real answer here. Really, I mean, you're older and you just don't want to be naked on film all the time.
right, but also I cannot remember my lines to save my life.
Sweet. I have seen you in action, and you remember your lines. Yeah, like
Then it's all in my head, because he said the same thing. He's like, I think that, he goes, no, I think that you're really good.
no, it's because you're obsessing about knowing them. So in your mind, you're going to forget them, and you'll think, well, I missed a "the" in there. Okay, what are we talking about?
I know.
But like who you're making the movies with, they're not the kind of people that are, this is a literary,
oh no, I know.
like every word has a purpose, you dumb bitch. No, pretty much they just want you to like what is going on in the movie and what is this character talking about, as long as you sound like.
No, and they're always really nice.
They don't remember what they write half of the time anyway. You're literally doing the line. You'll do the line with them, and they'll go, "What?" And you go, "Yeah, dude, this is da 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 da." And then they look it up and they go, "Oh yeah, no, I guess that's what I wrote." Like they're busy doing 1,000 other things. They're like working the camera, doing all they're looking at you going, "Yeah, you seem, in my mind, the character that we're talking about. Yeah, you seem like that person in that situation."
We're going to do scene 46 today. I'm like, I don't have a scene 46. Like, oh, right. We just added it. And then like, here you go. Like,
it's 100% in your head. It's because
it's because I'm fucking crazy.
No, it's because you don't want to waste everybody's time. You don't want everybody's putting a lot of effort into something, and you just don't want to be an idiot standing there not knowing what you're doing. But you don't.
I already make a fool out of myself already enough.
Well, and that's the point is that's not what happens when you get there. When you get there, you're prepared. You actually know your lines. You actually know the scenes. You actually know what's coming up. More so than a lot of the people around you, because the people around you are doing 100 other things at the same time. Literally, they're working the sound, they're doing the lighting, they're doing any fluffing that needs to be done.
No, they're preparing the bucket.
Right. And then pretty much they're just looking at you guys going, yeah, this is all making sense in my head to how I thought it was going. So you must be getting your lines fine. You know what I mean?
It's like, what lines? Lay there. We're going to throw shit at you.
We're going to throw something very cold and icky on you.
Very cold and icky.
It's going to be cold.
They may stain your skin.
Definitely going to smell weird.
But, I mean, it's only, you get used to it. Sorry, it might sting if it gets in your eye a little bit, but it's okay. But, Creepy stalker guy was back this year. We've talked about him before.
Well, yeah,
and
but he's not really a creepy stalker. He's
a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of those people that doesn't find it easy to just interact with people
right
all the time.
Things are just, I mean, there was a lot of awkwardness. There usually is at these things, but like, I don't know. It just seemed particularly awkward.
Well, the horror conventions there are like, and it's,
they're a whole different kind of animal.
It really is. There are a lot of people in that community that are like socially awkward. I mean, in a pretty extreme way. Like there are several people that go to them all the time that have like security stuffed animals, and like they'll have like a sock puppet they talk through sometimes. Yeah. But like all kinds of things that they use to be able to just interact with people in general. Like they have a really hard time, but they manage to get themselves to these horror conventions and they have a blast. And yeah.
And it's great.
It's but there are a lot of people with similar issues in the horror, the micro budget horror community.
I was so nervous Friday night. I mean, driving over, today I was fine, but I was so freaking nervous. I was shaking. And I could not stop talking. I was just like, and it was like a nervous thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
You get wound up.
Plus, and I was dressed like a cheerleader, so I'm just like, yay, let's be excited, like, woo! And
well, whatever. Sometimes it's more fun too. Sometimes you know for a fact that if you're going somewhere, especially if you're going to dress as anything, if you kind of get into it, you have a lot more fun. You have to force yourself to, but that's what I'm saying. Is like anytime you do something like that, it's a lot better if you just lean all the way the fuck in.
Yeah. Well, I leaned in hard. I met the creepiest clown I have ever seen in my life. He goes by the name Frosting. And I'm sure SC will put a picture. I took a picture with him because I said, bro, I have to. So, when you see this on YouTube, I'm going to have SC put up the picture that I took with him. And I asked him first, I said, can you not take a picture with you? And he's like, oh, absolutely. And then he like honked he had like a horn, and he was wearing like a white ski mask.
Yeah, he's pretty tweaky looking.
That was covered in like dirt and I don't know, lube. And then he had a shirt on that was like really tight. He was kind of fat with polka dots all over it. He just looked creepy as hell. So as soon as we took the picture, he gave me his card. He like whipped out his card. He goes, tag me in the post if you post a picture. And it says Frosting, the birthday clown. Or the birthday party clown.
Right. No, he has a creepy look for sure. He's got his own thing going on.
See, I don't know what you're looking at because I haven't looked him up yet because I just saw him in person. And
it looks like you showed me a picture of him and it looks,
right.
Yeah, no, that's it. Almost like he got a ski mask and it's a creepy looking clown for sure.
Oh my God. And I don't know if I said that the ski mask was white.
Is it so creepy that it's cute again? And has it come back around or I don't know.
No,
maybe.
No. If
maybe just too old. I don't know.
If Frosting was standing outside the window, just standing there, I would shit myself. Like I would pee, I would cry, I would get the gun and I would shoot him.
Okay.
He's that scary.
Right.
He's scary, creepy.
Yeah,
it's like you look like you molest children or kill them and
right.
Gacy style.
No, well, it almost looks, it almost, yeah. No, I mean, it looks intentionally, I mean, that's what he's supposed to be. I mean, obviously, that's what he's going for. You don't put on the white ski mask with painted blue eyes and, looks like you had,
He's scary. He's so scary. I mean, you think that the person who plays Terrifier, the Art the Clown in Terrifier, it's a horror movie. You think he's scary because I think he's creepy. No, I would rather sleep next to the clown from Terrifier than this fucking guy. Super nice when I talk to him.
No.
Real nice guy.
Well,
So,
when you put on that kind of an outfit, if that's what you're going for, I mean, that wasn't unintentional for sure. That's the
of
way
course.
that clown is supposed to look. You know
Right.
what I mean? Hey, baby, how you doing over there? Why don't you come over here and give Frosting a little hug, baby?
It's like, during the week, I'm a school guidance counselor.
What are we gonna do to get in your system, bro? You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, it was extremely disturbing. So you have to see that. What else? Oh, yeah, I guess that's it for the convention. I don't think I have any more to say. I mean,
horror convention.
the horror. I mean, there is. I got to see sushi, which was awesome. Like, I got to see a lot of people that were, it was really cool. And, yeah, it was a really good time. So I say next time, next year, if they have it again next year, you all should go. I think you should plan on going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good
like
time.
You had a good. You said there was a lot of people that attended this year, so it sounded like you had a good time.
Yeah, and there's I forget her last name, but her first name's April. She's a WWE wrestler, and she was right next to me at the table next to me. She gave me a free poster with her as She-Hulk, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, super duper nice people. Oh, thankfully, everybody this year, I didn't run across many stinky people.
Okay.
No, usually conventions, there's like a horde of people who
right.
smell, like who
Okay.
smell bad, and they always want to hug you, but go over your arm, so then you've got their pits stink on your clothes.
Uh-huh.
But everyone, if they smelled, it usually was weed. But thankfully, I see this post on Facebook. This is what made me think about it. This is coming from a stripper. And she says, I feel the worst issue I cause in life on film sets at various jobs I take on and the club is my armpits. My armpits smell like armpits. I refuse to wear antiperspirant ever since my mom was diagnosed with cancer. And she says a couple other things. And she's like, I try to keep up with it as best as I can, but I can't even... I can't take care of it. So I ask you to bear with my stank. It is what it is.
Well, some people just, whatever, that's how they want to rock it, you know.
Dude, but a stripper with BO? Really?
It depends on, well, you're a pheromone person, and if you match up, and BO's not going to bother you, is it? I mean, I don't know. That's theoretical to me. I think pretty much even when you stink, you just, yeah.
Well, that is a good point. I have to say, because I like your smell.
You get a little creepy about it for sure. Get a lot creepy.
Okay. Now define creepy, because what you I do that just because. Okay.
Oh God.
Some of that stuff is a little over the top because I know I get a reaction out of you because it makes you squirm. And when it makes you squirm, that is delight to me.
Yeah. So no part of that is delightful at all to you, huh? It's funny because it doesn't seem like that to me at all, really. I mean, it doesn't really come. I'll even see you when I don't really want to be fucked. It's like leaning in. You're like leaning on. You're like trying to you're trying to like on the low, like not let anybody know that you're trying to take a big whiff, and that you I'm just looking over at you like, what do you do? Why are you? What is happening here?
Like, just let me get in there.
Okay, I'll get up and take a shower. I'm sorry.
And then my fun's over. You ruin it.
But I ruined nothing. I went and took a shower. Like, obviously, I am way too stinky to be on this couch and in this living room right now. I need to do something. I need to wash my ass.
I will definitely, I'll admit to everybody out there in listening land and watching on YouTube that there has been a time that we were having sex and he had just gotten home from work and I told him to take off his shirt and I was like huffing his dirty work shirt
right
while we had sex.
Uh-huh.
So, whatever.
So back to Stank Girl. I mean, there's an ass for that seat's what I'm saying.
I know.
She's got to make more money if she can find a way to like neutralize what's going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
If there was any way to, I could see her like taking all of the lemon slices from behind the bar. I just need a little lemon. I just put a little lemon there.
Just a little citrus.
Fine. I don't
just
know. Put that between the lips. It works great. It'll be awesome.
Oh.
Well, because I'm sure everything else is fresh as a daisy as well. You know,
Well, I don't know. I mean,
being an exotic dancer there on a pole, I'm sure that's super,
well, I mean, she's
pristine, probably.
she's got a reason why she does it. So it's not, I mean, why she doesn't do it. So,
Okay.
I don't know.
Some people just don't even realize,
Yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah. No, I know.
They're like, what do you mean? I don't smell it. Yes, you do.
Well, yeah, no, that's the whole like pheromone matching up thing, whatever,
Right.
compatibility.
Huh.
It's like, I don't think you smell. You're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no.
It's like they reek.
Uh-huh.
You're like, I think you smell good.
And I'm not exactly like, if I'm saying something doesn't smell good, there's a problem. I mean, there's a problem. I mean, there's all kinds of things I just don't, either I don't register or don't bother me or what, occupational hazard. But it just doesn't happen. So if
Your
I'm
brain
actually
just turns it off.
yeah, if I'm looking at you going, oh, bro, what's going on? I mean, it's bad. It's bad, and it's. I was the last person that should be telling you this because this is like your last line of defense.
Oh my God. And I will admit this too. I know a couple who listens to the show and, they're going to get a kick out of this, but I don't think anyone else will. But, I'm not going to say which table I did it to, but I got up from the sleazebox table and I went for a walk around just to see, just poke around.
Uh-huh.
I totally crop dusted one of the tables. And because that's the reason why I got up in the first place, because I had to fart so bad. And I didn't want to do it right there because I wasn't sure if it was going to be bad or, hideable.
Right.
So, I'm
You
like,
just walking around a convention crop dusting people.
and I didn't know the person who was vending at the table. So just as I walked by, thankfully, you couldn't hear anything because it was loud in there. So if it did make a noise, whatever.
You had a hotel full of autists and you're just wandering around while they're at a mixer dusting them all up. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
I mean, to virgin people, like smells and loud noises are like,
I had to.
like it really freaks them out sometimes. And you are loud and apparently stinky. Wow.
That's why I fit in. I'm with my people.
Okay, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's what it reminds me of? It almost reminds me of, sometimes where a psychologist or, whatever they want to call themselves.
The rapist?
The rapist. that they used to do weird kinds of therapy and still do sometimes where somebody has a fear of spiders and they literally immerse them in spiders and just break them of it. Like
They used to do that at Maury Povich.
yeah, right. Anyway, is that like the same thing with loud noises and crop dusting, the autists?
I don't know.
Yeah, the ones holding their security, whatever they have, because there's several people with security stuffed animals and stuff. You're just
Stuffed animals, puppets.
loud, obnoxious,
things.
and stinky.
But I am. So I'm loud, obnoxious. And
But you do wear deodorant,
I do.
unlike the stripper that you were just talking about.
Right.
Right.
Well, whatever. I mean, maybe she smells like flowers. Who the fuck knows?
We have 10 dancers, 9 pretty ones, and 1 stinky one.
It reminds me of From Dusk Till Dawn, like Cheech Marin. He was like, "We got apple pie pussy, stinky pussy, hairy pussy." Anywho. Okay, we are going to go to an episode of Rule 34, and when we come back, I have an interesting product that
Fisting cream.
No, surprisingly, it has nothing to do with your ass.
Okay.
We'll be back. And welcome back to Kinky Katie's World, Rule 34 Studio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, and RadioCast.net. You can get me on the Twitter at Kinky Katie Radio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, KinkyKatieRadio@gmail.com. You can Google me. Because I like it. You can also get me on Instagram and YouTube. I have not smoked all day, so I'm smoking now, and it's just...
You were mighty sober there at the beginning.
I know.
I was looking at you going, wow, you seem with it. Holy shit. It seems like you know where you're at, what you're doing. What's going on? Are we going to be able to do this show, or are you going to be way too coherent?
God, this is a boring episode. Get her more funky uppy. Jesus Christ. Okie dokie. So I found this product, and it made me laugh really hard.
And it's not a fisting cream.
No, it's not a fisting cream.
For once.
For once. Well, it says... You know, kids are curious about everything, and sometimes curiosity can lead them to wanting to taste things.
Okay.
We don't want babies putting batteries in their mouths. So we, at the Better Battery Company, we put bitter coating on the batteries so they'll spit them right out.
We got bitter batteries. Bitter batteries for your little babies.
Child secure plus bitter taste.
I feel safer now, really, that they have bitter tasting batteries.
I mean, we can't have kids out there licking batteries.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be Clockwork Orange style, like Pavlov's dog, and they're going to start to like the taste of the batteries and seek them out. Right. It's going to be convenient when they get hooked up to the AI and get plugged in later on in life. They're going to be all ready for it.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
Love batteries, zesty.
I'll stick one up my ass. I still don't believe that they say that there's taste buds on your asshole.
You know, it's one of those things that it's probably the same kind of like nerve endings are there that are in your tongue, but it doesn't mean that your brain processes it the same way. Like there are sensors down there.
We're gonna ignore this one.
Right. Your brain just takes the information it wants to and makes a reality for you.
But what if it like we evolved into this? Like what if like the first man
we had to know what our shit tasted like? Or what if we did? For what? Safety?
What if we what if we actually like tasted it before and then just evolved into our brain going, nope. Don't do that.
Well, I'm just saying, just because there are neurons there that they could sense it doesn't mean that, you know what I mean?
Just because there is doesn't mean they should.
Obviously you don't taste what's coming out of your butthole. You can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely feel what's going on down there, I hope. Right. Most people.
I just shit all over the place.
Well, I mean, if things are looking like a little inverted windsock, then, you know.
A little prolapse
you could have a problem and maybe you don't feel things anymore.
Oh.
Right.
I remember this one porn star. Fuck, I forget her name, but she used to do, I saw one of her videos. She did painting, but she sprayed paint out of her ass.
All right. I've seen her videos before, yeah.
Yeah, she would take like tubes of paint and she would shove them up her butt, and then she would like straddle in different positions or bend over, and she would shoot it out of her ass onto a canvas.
Blat.
It's like, oh,
right.
No, but there's a lot of people that are into that though.
Oh, it's kind of like part of the whole action. You know how she made it, right?
But I want to know.
Can I watch the video? You got it on video, right?
Is that a pube? What is that, corn?
I'll pay extra if it's a real pube. It's just a bristle from my brush. I actually take a brush to it sometimes too. It's not all ass juice.
Ew.
Well, it's just maybe it's not. Who knows? I'm not getting in her like process there. I'm not telling her how to do her art.
I don't come to your job and slap the paint out of your ass.
Unless you ask me to, maybe I would. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, maybe I do. She's Mila. That's her name. Because I remember she had another video where she had a pineapple up her butt and it was backwards.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, of course, I would assume she cut the top off, because how are you going to get that in your butt? But
I don't know.
But yeah, so I mean, I want to know how she could probably fit a lot of stuff up her ass, but I don't know exactly how accurate it would be. Ooh, ew! I just thought about this
There
too.
are lots of people shitting on canvases on the internet. I just searched, and there's a lot of pictures. So yeah. People just,
I bought it on Etsy. Oh.
Right. Anyway, she's not alone.
Oh,
I know.
I imagine though, when she's got like a fucking rosebud popping out, that she like paints it and then just like stamps, like just like hops around on her butt or something.
I mean, it just gives it a little clam stamp. That's all. A little signature. Maybe. Who knows?
That's how she signs all of her paintings, just with a rosebud stamp.
There you go.
That's how you know it's authentic, because every rose is different. Not one is the same.
I don't think buttholes work the same way, but maybe they do. I'm not sure.
Buttholes are like snowflakes.
Sure they are.
Everybody's got it. Everybody's different.
Scientifically proven.
Sure.
It's like gravity.
Some are bleached. Some have hemorrhoids.
Yeah. None of them look alike. A lot of them look a lot alike.
It looks like a butthole.
I mean, there's a few categories, really, but really, a butthole's a butthole. It's it's a tasting center.
Well, that brings to mind. It's kind of weird that we talked about this, and it's on my sheet. It's called like. I'm not going to pronounce this right, but it's 𝓚𝓪𝓻𝓵𝓭.
Okay.
Or 𝓚𝓪𝓻𝓵.
Right.
It's a Korean rice wine that's made with human feces. Like, that's
completely out of it, or it's just an ingredient here.
it's rice wine.
Okay.
And
so it's rice
made
wine
with human feces. I don't know if I think how they put like fucking critters into shit, like snake wine and gecko or some shit,
Right.
Well, maybe this is just like they put a turd in the bottle.
Right.
It's like a turd in the punch bowl.
It reminds me of it. I mean, is it like limburger cheese? I mean, I don't even know. I'm trying to look up and see if limburger cheese, if you've ever been around it. It literally smells like it was packed in horseshit. It tastes like it tastes like you imagine shit tasting. Just texturally, like across the board.
But there's a lot of people that like it.
They really do. They really do. It's a stout kind of an action for sure.
There are people that like some funky cheese.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, the funkier the better. And you're like, okay, why? But then, ew.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it's packed in anything. It's just the bacteria that grows. That they use to culture the cheese. Just it has that horseshit smell and taste and flavor. And,
horseshit, right? Yay. It's great on crackers,
or at least how you imagine horseshit tasting. I mean, I don't really know what poo tastes like, but I like in my head, I have an idea of what it, and it's that cheese.
It's that cheese.
I mean. I dated a girl whose family, and I know I've told the story before, but I dated a girl whose family, the first year of every football season, they had a tradition to where they would sit down and have Limburger cheese sandwiches. So as I'm dating this girl, obviously when it comes football season, the father's like, all right, boy, sit down and have yourself a sandwich with me. All right, fine. Now I've smelled Limburger. I'd never tasted it before because it's one of those things you don't want to get within like 10 feet of, let alone wrap your lips around. So they would take it, put some rye bread and onion and mustard, and there's your fucking sandwich, kid. And I choked down half of it. And then looked at this dude, was like, nah, just nah. I do not care. I ate half of that, and you are nasty. I don't know what's wrong with you.
You are nasty.
I mean, I hope your daughter doesn't have a lot of your genes. I hope she got most of her genes from her mother. Maybe you're not her father, because that is fucking disgusting. I don't know what to tell you, but you fed me poo that was bleached white and put between some rye bread with some onion and mustard.
Accoutrements.
And you're just going in the back room and laughing at me. Look what he got this dumbass to eat. You know what I mean?
Well, I promise.
People like that shit, though. Not many.
I know.
There aren't many. Like, it's not a deep group of people that are into that kind of, that kind of funk.
But there's people that love durian, and I don't ever want that. Like, well,
I've never smelled that either. I've seen it frozen. I've never smelled it in real life.
There's hotels that will bans durian. Like,
sure.
You can't even bring it into a hotel, or you can't bring it into.
What is it?
Like
Thailand, the durian's big in. I think it's the biggest place.
I think so.
Like that.
I don't know. It's this big spiky thing.
Smells like a dead body, they say.
Yeah, they say it smells like a dead body, and the texture is like custard, but it has like a hard seed in the middle. You're supposed to suck it off, the seed. And they said the taste is a mix between onion, garlic, and like dead bodies.
Delicious.
I know. I'm like, roadkill. That sounds great. But no, there's people that fucking love it. They make durian ice cream. They have like a whole shit ton, like a whole line of durian snacks.
No, I know. There's some foul things that people really enjoy a lot. Which tells you, like, let alone, you can imagine somebody having a food item like Limburger cheese, like durian, something like that, Ludfisk. So anything made by anything made in Schmormishmorkland, anything in the Nordic countries, there's some fermented things going on there, and it may get funky, boy. Now, you can wrap your head around that person liking that, and you can accept them. Like, you can not actually think they're nasty for eating that. Like, you kind of get it. Like,
that's what you do.
Yeah, that's what you do. But when somebody says, "Hey, I think I like to eat dick," and your brain breaks for some reason. Some people's brain, like, they don't like. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? You understand somebody eats that shit like that, you get.
Fish heads that have been spoiling underground for like 3 months.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, that's what they do.
I mean, and the same thing that your mother liked to put up her ass once a year on Easter. You know what I mean? Like, mama used to like it, obviously.
So,
and what are you saying? Mama sucks? What's going on here? Dick is good, apparently. That's what Mama always said.
My mama always said, life is like a box of dicks.
I hope not. No, don't want it. No, that's not a very good metaphor at all. It's not like a box of dicks.
It depends who you are. To someone, that'd be like, yes.
No, that would just be like, God, just wading through a box of dick for my.
Some people are gross. Some people are nice.
Elon Musk has been working on an artificial intelligence, to find the secret of the world, life, and everything contained in it. And he's gonna find out that.
The what?
I don't know. I lost track of where I was going.
We all of a sudden started talking about life is like a box of dicks, and you're like,
oh, that's right.
Elon Musk.
He's gonna find out that life is like a box of dicks.
I bet he likes Lucas.
He's gonna spend billions of dollars to find out that life is just like a box of dicks, bro. It just sucks. You're going to have to wade through this shit. There's going to be dicks smacking you in the face everywhere you go. Like, even the kind of dick that you might like, you really don't like at all. You don't really want to have anything to do with this, and you're just stuck in this box of dick. I want to go over to the durian box. Fuck this dick box.
But I could see Elon tweeting that, though. Like, life is like a box of dicks.
A box of dick.
All right. Great.
Never know which one you're going to get fucked with.
But that reminded me of a scene from, I think it was like the second Saw movie or something like that. They push a chick in a big pit of needles.
Yeah, I think it was like one of the Saw movies for sure.
Yeah, she had them all stuck in her in this like that's like a box of dicks. That's,
this is
that's
what
just
I'm saying.
just dicks coming at you.
I hope it's not like that at all. Like we go to the end of the road and we find out, no, life is just a box of dicks. Oh, God. Jesus.
That's all, folks. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
No.
Like,
Why was it all about dick? Oh, God.
why is it always about dick?
You know, but there's a lot of people out there, like you said, that would be like, yay, like a box of dicks.
What?
Woo!
Dick, 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 dick.
Uh-oh.
You know, like dick crazy women.
You like dick, so you,
I like dick.
Yeah, so you get it, I guess. You're a limburger eater, whatever.
Put Limburger on a dick. Ew.
You're doing like limburger and durian sandwiches. Same idea.
Why don't you just fucking throw some schmeg on there
A
too?
little lutefisk spread, you know, a little fermented herring.
Some of that's not bad. Like,
What are you out of your fucking mind? Jesus, what is wrong with you?
I'm German, Swedish, and Dutch.
Okay, but like the deeply fermented stuff,
No,
it's hard. It's hard.
I can't even drink kombucha, so trust me, I'm aware.
Anytime there's like an ammonia action going on when you open the container,
I should not be eating
and
this.
they're like, "Ooh, this is a good one." Like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Did you hear that tss when I turned the lid?
No, that means, and that's literally meant it was good.
Yeah.
Like it still had pressure. That means it wasn't like, you know.
There's this stuff. There's this. I believe it's in Iceland or Greenland that they do this. There's a shark that like only swims there, and they catch it and they let it like dry age.
Okay.
In this fucking like wooden house.
They just leave it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold up there, so.
Right. But,
Okay.
But for like months.
Uh-huh.
Like fucking prosciutto, you know?
Okay.
And it tastes.
Oh, ammonia. I can just like
Yeah.
straight ammonia because sharks pee out of their skin. So there's only like.
I thought that was just stingrays.
No, but there's some sharks. I'm just saying it happens. I don't know if it's all anyway.
Right.
The urine is a problem when you're eating sharks sometimes, and there's. I want to say
I've only had it once, and they soaked it in milk first.
I had
We've talked about
a
the whole
lemon
milk thing.
shark, and I want to say that shark specifically didn't do that.
I had
that was
mako.
why it was easier to eat. Like that's why some shark and skates and things like that are harder to eat because you have to like. Well, you don't have to. You just have to like the taste of piss, really. Which is probably
Someone just perked up and went, really?
Ooh, God.
Seafood tonight.
Oh. You know, I've heard of this hanging shark. Oh.
I forget. I totally forgot what it was called, but it doesn't matter. You can look it up. But everyone says that it smells and tastes horrific, but everybody eats it. They'll just like, we love it. I mean, I think, like, I've seen it on a bunch of different food shows too, but like the most recent one I saw was on the best ever food review show.
Right.
Anyway. It's on
Hakari.
YouTube.
A strong
Check.
word.
Hakari.
Hakari. Look at that.
That's
Wikipedia.
it. Good old Wikipedia.
Well, it could be true. We're not really even sure, you know? It's fermented shark. Iceland. Schmark. Greenland. It's the Greenland shark. That big fucker.
Okay, so then I got both of them right. I just, didn't have it in. Anyway, gross. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
I have no idea.
I'm doing a fucking typing test. What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm enjoying the creamy sounds of my new ultra premium switches.
Yes, SC has been modding his keyboard, and he's been having fun with it. I come home, he's like not talking to me. He's just lubing and lubing and lubing and lubing. All these little, there's like the whole coffee table. There's like little piles of springs and like a little pile of parts of the
Films.
switch. Yeah,
I'm just lubing keyboard switches, lubing and filming. It's quite tedious.
I was tired. So I'm like, I'm not even going to bother him. He's in his happy place. This is what he likes to do. This is what he's doing.
I stayed up till sunrise, lubing and filming little tiny mechanical switches just because it makes them feel better.
So, yeah. I mean, eventually he's like, why don't you just go to bed? Because I was asleep on the couch.
It's 4 in the morning.
Like, yeah.
Just go to bed. Jesus. You're not a warrior like I am. It's Go ahead, spineless one. I will stay up and guard the manor.
Good. You and Paco can do that. You take the perimeters.
And I could loop my little tiny springs and my little tiny films. You can't even feel that you have them in your hand. Just the smallest, of
an overloop
switch, right?
Switch.
Right. But you don't know the joy of
doing
putting your fingers on a glorious feeling, keyboard. It just makes you want to type something. It just does. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
it's very addicting.
He laughs at me, and I have to laugh at myself too, because there's been a couple times before he got these new ones. Now, this was the other new ones, and I was like, he came home from work, and I'm like, I have to tell you something. He's like, what? I'm like, I touched your keyboard. I had to.
You enjoyed it too.
And I'm like, I had to go tick, 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 tick. Because we watch all these videos on YouTube on keyboards.
Never look up mechanical keyboards. If you're a person like I am.
Gets down a rabbit hole.
Well, right. There are all kinds of weird little things you can fuck with that you never realized in your life that people fucked with. And you go, oh my God, there's an endless amount of shit that you can do to, I do that with like sex toys and masturbation and shit like that. Like different things. We'll see. I figured that out a long time ago, really. No,
I know that.
It's a little more complicated for you.
Like new toys out there, like what they do, what people are into now, or whatever. I get down that rabbit hole, but you see, you're not interested in that as much as I am. And they probably do on YouTube, but I doubt it, because it would be like age restricted or some shit, which I still don't know how to get that off of there.
There's not that kind of informative video for sex toys, is what you're saying.
But like Pornhub, cool.
Okay.
Like
but then it's just all stepmother porn anyway. Like
I like to watch dudes masturbate with toys.
Okay.
Yeah. I do. Yeah. And like milking machines and shit.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Never trust an AI with your dick inside of a machine. I'm just saying, it doesn't really sound like a good idea to me.
There's this one that I've seen. God, I can't even tell you how many times. Of this woman, she shoves this milker onto this guy. I mean, he just gets. Oh no.
No.
Oh, he likes it.
That's what I said.
Yeah. And there's like, like, it's almost like a dog air humping, but kind of like.
What's wrong with you, man? Are you okay? Having a seizure. Please get help.
It's stuck. God damn it! Take this guy got my mouth so I can tell you. No, it's I don't know. There's something about it that's a huge turn on to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hamburger sandwiches.
I also like
box of dicks.
Olives. No, sorry. The cum bucket.
Well, right. We'll just add all of that onto your sandwich. Seems like stuff you like across the board. Whoa.
I'll eat that over Miracle Whip, though.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Miracle Whip is awful.
Some
you guys are gross if you like it.
What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with Miracle Whip.
It is sweet and nasty.
The problem is when all of a sudden in your mind you think that because you enjoy Miracle Whip as well as mayonnaise, that I believe that Miracle Whip is a substitute for mayonnaise. It's not a fucking substitute. It's just something that you can put in stuff every once in a while for a little zippy. That's all. You don't have to overload it. You don't have to do anything. Sometimes it's nice to have that tangy little zip.
I love mayo. I would. Miracle Whip makes me want to puke.
Okay.
I'd rather have a load of hot jizz in my mouth.
Yeah, no. And this is what I'm talking: a box of dicks and some olives and some Greenland shark and
Miracle Whip
durian Limburger sandwich. Right. No, all of that. You want all of that, and I'm sure that's just delicious.
Don't forget the schmeg schmear.
Right. Things that make 9 out of 10 people actually vomit.
Is that a BuzzFeed?
It is. I just looked it up. Yeah. It knew what I was searching for. I'm connected to the AI now. It knows what I want before I know it.
You're now writing articles for.
Well, I'm not. I'm just watching the AI write them. Really. I mean, I'm not even telling it what to say anymore. It's telling me, "Hey, post this. This is your fucking post. You do it now."
No, I already posted it for you because I knew
Fuckboy.
you wanted to say it.
Just fucking go to work, goddammit.
You don't have the ball, so I did it for you. Be a man.
Right. You know it.
I would have gotten in so much trouble. Suck it up.
Right. What are you talking about? I love all the AI stuff. It's completely terrifying, and the world's definitely going to end at some point. And it's going to be because some rich guy made a robot. and
Those robot dogs are scary.
well, it's the shape of it. We've seen too many sci-fi movies. You know what I mean? Anytime
I watch too much of that shit. Anyway,
if they have like that stereotypical robot sound that they have in every movie. Like the alarm horn that's in every sci-fi movie with a big scary robot. Like they attach that to one of those dog things, man. I would just, what do you want, dog? Just what the fuck do you want, dude? Some Terminator type sounds, you know?
and in my head, I'm going,
Oh, you are? No.
I know, but I know what you're talking about, like War of the Worlds. and
Right.
shit. Yeah, no, I know.
They use that sound in a lot of things.
Like Cloverfield, but yeah, pretty much every fucking movie that there's like alien.
Alien monster robot sound. Scary one.
The scary one.
It was also in Westworld too at one point. They had the robot sound when they had the little attack robots. So it's going to go down pretty fun for all of us. I am looking forward to AI law. AI law, that would be nice. It'll be great to be able to file the same kind of lawsuits that a billionaire can file and just ask an AI, hey, bro, how do I do this? What do I need to file, man?
First off, my name's not bro. It's X543.
I'll call you whatever the fuck you want me to call you. Just tell me how to beat this billionaire because I know you got all the information.
Sure.
They have 1 million goddamn lawyers working on it, but guess what? You're a fucking AI, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, hook it up. Let's sue some shit. Let's tie them all up in court, baby. Ow!
God. All right. We're totally off course, and that's okay. But we're going to go for the night because I'm like getting my second win now. But
oh, but wait now. You know why? Because we started talking about ultra premium mechanical keyboard switches. I'm telling you, you've lubed and filmed them up.
Oh my God.
Jesus. You don't even know. You don't even know. I've been on this thing all day today, just fucking blasting away like a little keyboard coma. Oh, it's so nice. I have a problem.
This is why we work well together because I'm damaged.
But I do a lot of things, though, to be fair.
I know.
I want to learn everything about something. I get kind of good at it, and then I walk away forever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are those things? I don't know. It seems like I used to like those, though, didn't I?
I don't know why that I'm like, well, for a while, and this wasn't even during the pandemic that like SC was into crochet. He took up crochet.
Wait.
And he would crochet lots of things. Like I even still use a table runner that he made. I have scarves. I have little flowers.
I make little videos. I make studios. I just all kinds of little things that I'm
Cartoons.
like, no, I have to know how to do this. I must know it now.
I need to know how to animate.
Devote your life to it immediately. Now. You must do it.
Okay, you can stop.
No, that's
Next.
Like once you kind of understand how it works, it's like it's like the toy just kind of okay, I don't wander over here for a little while. It's just the way it works for me. I don't understand. I learned how to contact juggle too.
Yeah. We have.
It's been a lifelong kind of a thing for me. If I don't stay busy, I'm gonna fucking like a shark. That'll be it. I'll die. It'll happen.
And then, I like to, when we're sitting on the couch, just kind of hanging out, I do like to fuck with SC and like, he's like, can you just sit still? It's like this coming from you,
Okay. Yep. But when it comes to sitting still time, I'm about it. I'm about non-movement when it comes to being
But
non-movement related.
You freak out when I just even put my head on your lap because you always think that your balls are in danger and they're not.
Look, we talked about this. You attract autists. And so you've attracted an autist that gets obsessive about things. And sometimes I don't want to be touched. I don't know what to tell you.
Speaking of pay money wubby.
Speaking of autists.
I have to send him, or at least post him the picture, or maybe you can.
Yeah, I'll post it on Reddit or something.
There was and we've talked about it on here, but I found from Pay Money Wubby about this actor, director, producer, writer,
which reminds us
Neil Breen.
of every movie that you've made. Like there is somebody like Neil Breen behind it, meaning somebody that really wants to make movies, wants to come up with his own stuff. In his case, he wants to act in them, and he has money to produce them.
Right.
And he makes the weirdest micro-budget movies that make no sense, that they're asinine.
Why is there like 12 laptops?
Why are there 12 laptops? But there's so many things in a Neil Breen adventure that it's worth going down that rabbit hole. Right?
It's like,
just so much stuff that if you've never looked it up, look up Neil Breen, and I forget once you look it up, you'll see 100 different movies he has on YouTube that you can watch. And don't expect like a Hollywood blockbuster, but expect a guy that really wants to be a movie star.
Yes.
Like you can see it in his face.
And he believes it.
And he believes it. He has that sparkle like, I am the world's greatest actor. And he has the money to make the movies, and he does.
So I suggest
worth the watch.
Very high.
Anyway, what was that? You saw the shirt.
I saw there was a girl wearing the shirts. It's Supreme Bream on it and had his face on it.
That's a niche market.
I was like, oh my God. I said, I have to get a picture with you wearing that shirt. And she laughed. She's like, you know who this is? I'm like, I definitely know who this is.
Right. Well, you're in a horror I mean, that group of people would be the group of people that would know who Neil Breen is and love his movies.
Yes, they would be fans.
Exactly.
Like honest fans.
It goes alongside each other in some sort of a weird way. I mean, the ones you do, although his movies had a lot of unrequired nudity and sex scenes that didn't need to be there. You forget
that he wrote, because he's like, she's gonna
touch me with her boobs and kiss me all over, and it's obvious that I just want the actress to rub her tits all over me for no reason. It doesn't make any sense in the story.
Right. It's like, why is he touching her like that?
Right. What is this? Why is this scene here? This does nothing for the movie.
I buried this ribbon right here. Why?
So much good content there. Believe me.
You gotta check it out.
Anyway.
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna go because
I was trying to leave 10 minutes ago.
I was, but then I go off on tangents.
When a mechanical keyboard and fucking rabbit hole is a problem.
Well, that's that's the problem.
I mean, listen.
I don't think people can hear it out there.
Oh, they can hear it.
No, they can. So creamy.
Oh, it's so nice. It feels better than it sounds too. Oh God. Oh.
ASMR keyboard erotica.
It kind of is. You listen to it too, like a 2-hour-long typing test. Yeah. Sounds so good.
You want to know my ranking? Bet you do. Do you know how many words I could type a minute?
Maybe I do. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your timing there?
Ooh, what kind of lube do you use?
You're doing that 𝓚𝓵𝓻𝓵𝓭, aren't you, man? You're telling me you're doing 𝓚𝓵𝓻. Come on now. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing ortho 𝓚𝓵𝓻. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh no, you just put those new switches in. Now they're all messy and sticky. You're going to have to take them all out and clean them and do it again.
All 90 of them.
You're naughty.
90 with little tiny springs and little tiny fiddle. Little itty bit. You can't even hold them.
And then so they come with tweezers.
You have a brush with 4 little fine hairs. So you go. That's it.
Yeah,
no more.
No more.
No more.
You'll ruin
Don't
it.
overdo it. You'll ruin the tactility. What are you doing?
I have to go, really, for sure this time.
There you go. I'll help you out.
Thank you. You play me out. I hope everybody has a great week, shift, night, whatever the hell it is you're doing. If I saw you at Tampa Bay Screams, very cool to meet you and very cool to see you again. If you didn't see me, then why not? You know, you should. So, I don't know. Do you have anything for me, SE?
What?
Okay. Kisses on your pink parts. I love you all. And to all a good night. Bye-bye.
Go subscribe on YouTube. We're almost at 1,000. Come on,
right.
you losers. Hook us up. Do it.
KKR out.
I like tacos and burritos.